My granddaughter kicked me out of the apartment I gifted her, so I gave her a reality check. My granddaughter Emily kicked me out of my apartment, claiming it was hers. Little did she know, her perfect fiancé, Tom, had a dark secret that would turn our lives upside down and teach us both a hard lesson about trust and family. It's been a tough journey since my son and his wife died in that terrible car crash 6 years ago. I've raised my granddaughter, Emily, since she was 16. Wasn't a walk in the park, but we managed. Last Tuesday, Emily burst into our apartment, beaming. Guess what? Quote, I looked up from my crossword puzzle. What's got you so excited? I'm engaged. She thrust her hand out, showing off a flashy ring. I felt my stomach drop. Tom. We've been dating for 2 months. He's perfect. I set my pen down. 2 months? That's awfully fast, don't you think? Emily's smile faded. Why can't you just be happy for me? I'm just concerned. What about your studies? She waved her hand dismissively. College isn't for me. I'm dropping out. Emily, you can't be serious. Education is crucial. For what? I'm gonna be married. Tom will take care of me. I frowned. And if something happens? If he leaves? He won't, she snapped. Why are you being so negative? I sighed. I'm just looking out for you, dear. Well, don't. Oh, and by the way, I need you to move out. I blinked. Sure, I'd misheard. This apartment. It's mine now. Emily, I said you'd inherit it after I pass away. She shrugged. Same difference. I need it now. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Where am I supposed to go? Not my problem, she said, checking her phone. Emily, this is ridiculous. You can't just kick me out. She barely looked up from her ever-present phone. I want you gone by tomorrow. Quote, I tried reasoning with her, but it was like talking to a brick wall. That night, I barely slept, my mind churning with worry and disbelief. The next day, Emily literally shoved me out the door. Time's up, Grandma. Tom's moving in tonight. Standing in the hallway with a hastily packed bag, I pleaded, Emily, please. Let's talk about this. Single quote. She rolled her eyes and dismissed me with a curt, there's nothing to talk about. Then the door slammed shut in my face. I spent the night in the hallway, still in shock. How could my own granddaughter do this? In the morning, I went to the store and bought a new outfit so I could make myself presentable to see a lawyer. We filed a lawsuit to reclaim my apartment, but I had something else in mind to teach Emily a lesson. I called my sister, Beatrice, who lived in another town. "It's Evelyn. I need a favor." "What's wrong? You sound awful." I explained the situation, and B was livid. "That ungrateful little. Of course, you can stay here. Get yourself over here, and we'll figure this out." After taking the bus to B's and settling there, I rang up my colorful old friend Fiona. She runs a pie firm. "Fi, I need your expertise. Can you look into Emily's fiancé?" "Sure thing, Evie." "What's his name?" "Tom." "That's all I know. But I've figured out how to find him on social media channels. My granddaughter taught this old dog some new tricks. Text me whatever you have on him and give me a few days. I'll see what I can dig up." "Okay. Will do, Fi. Thank you," I replied. While Fiona investigated, I called the lawyer about my apartment and told him to hold fire on the lawsuit to reclaim it. "It's pretty clear-cut," the lawyer said. "The apartment's in your name. She has no legal right to it." "I just hope it doesn't come to that. I want to talk sense into her first," I replied. 3 days later, Fiona called back. "Evie, I've got bad news. This Tom character's a real piece of work." "How so?" "He's conned at least 4 wealthy women in the past 3 years. Left them broke and broken-hearted." My blood ran cold. "Are you certain?" "Absolutely. I've got all the evidence right here." I thanked her and hung up. Poor Emily had no idea what she was walking into. The wedding day arrived faster than I expected. I showed up at the venue with Fiona, clutching a folder of evidence. Emily spotted me and stormed over. "What are you doing here?" "Trying to stop you from making a huge mistake." "You weren't invited," she hissed. I held up the folder. "Emily, Tom's not who you think he is. He's after your money." Her face paled. "What are you talking about?" "He's done this before. Multiple times." Emily snatched the folder from my hands and started flipping through it, her hands trembling. "This can't be right." Just then, Tom appeared, his face contorted in anger. "Baby, what's going on?" he demanded. Emily spun around, her eyes flashing with hurt and anger. "Is this true? Are you just using me?" she demanded, her voice quivering with emotion. Tom's smile faltered, his facade cracking. "Of course not. Who told you that nonsense?" he asked, a hint of desperation creeping into his tone. "It's all here," Emily said, her voice shaking as she thrust a document towards him. "Proof of what you've done." Tom's eyes darted around the room, panic setting in. Without warning, he bolted for the exit, leaving stunned silence in his wake. Emily sank into a nearby chair, her body racked with sobs. As guests started murmuring and filing out, I sat beside her, wrapping an arm around her trembling shoulders. "I'm so sorry, sweetie," I whispered, feeling utterly helpless. She looked up at me, mascara streaking down her face. "What do I do now?" I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. "We'll figure it out together," I assured her, squeezing her hand gently. A few days after I returned to the apartment, Emily called in a panic from work. "Grandma, I'm in deep trouble. The bank just called. Tom maxed out my cards and took out loans in my name. I don't know what to do. I owe so much." I took a deep breath. "You need to face this head on. Get another job. Sell what you can. But that'll take forever," she wailed. "Sometimes that's how it goes," I said firmly. "When you come home this evening, we'll talk this over and figure it out." Emily nodded slowly. "You're right. I've been terrible to you. I'm so sorry." "I forgive you," I said. "But it's time to grow up." Over the next few months, Emily worked herself to the bone. She waited tables and worked retail. She also sold most of her possessions. We settled back into our usual routine in the apartment. Emily kept working and even started taking some online classes. "I never realized how hard it is to make money," she said one day over dinner. I nodded. "It's not easy, but it's rewarding." "You're doing great, Emily." She smiled. "Thanks, Grandma, for everything." 6 months after the wedding that wasn't, we sat on the balcony sharing a pot of tea. "Grandma," Emily said, "I never properly thanked you." "For everything." I patted her hand. "You're welcome, dear. I'm proud of how you've handled things." She smiled. "I couldn't have done it without you. I was such a brat before." "You were," I agreed. "But you've really turned things around." Emily nodded. "And I swear, I'll never take you for granted again." "I know you won't," I said. "You've learned a valuable lesson." "Several, actually," Emily laughed. "Never trust a guy with a too perfect smile. Always read the fine print, and grandmas know best." I chuckled. That about sums it up. Seriously, though, Emily continued, I can't believe how blind I was. Tom seemed so perfect. That's often how con artists operate, I explained. They tell you exactly what you want to hear. Emily sighed. I just feel so stupid. Don't, I said firmly. You're not the first to fall for someone like that, and you won't be the last. What matters is how you handle it afterward. She nodded. It's just, I had all these dreams, you know? A big wedding, a perfect life. Now I'm working 2 jobs and taking night classes. Quote, and you're all the stronger for it, I pointed out. You're building a real future now, not a fantasy. Emily smiled. You're right. It's hard, but it feels good. Like I'm actually accomplishing something. You are, I assured her. I'm so proud of you, Emily. As we watched the sun dip below the horizon, I felt a sense of peace come over me. We'd been through hell and back, but our bond was stronger than ever. Sometimes, tough love is exactly what's needed. Emily leaned her head on my shoulder. I love you, Grandma. I love you too, sweetie, I replied, wrapping an arm around her. We sat there in comfortable silence, watching the stars come out. It wasn't the future either of us had imagined, but it was ours, and we'd face it together.